Hi, I'm Pastor Kurt, and this is your 5-minute Bible study. Today we're going to look at Mark chapter 7, verses 1 through 23. Now, this section begins with the powers that be noticing that Jesus' disciples are eating without washing their hands first. Now, this is not like parents telling their kids to wash up before dinner. This is not about hygiene. This is about ritual cleanliness. So they're asking, why don't your disciples follow these ritual rules that we have? Well, as the scene goes on, Jesus talks about how it's not about following certain practices or following certain dietary restrictions. It's not those things that make you ritually unclean. It's what comes out of you that makes you unclean. And he's not talking about bodily fluids, he's talking about your words or your actions. The things that come from your heart are what make you unclean. Think about people you know, or just think about people you've seen on the news. There are some people who, even if they were to roll around in a mud puddle and they got filthy, you would know that their hearts are still clean, right? You probably know people like this, or maybe you consider yourself like this. But then again, you probably also know some people, or you know of some people, where even if they're dressed in the most beautiful clothes and they look incredibly clean and sharp on the outside, that their insides are just filthy. You know what I'm talking about, right? It's not about how you look. It's not about the things outside your body that make you dirty. You could be rolling around in the mud, you could be rolling on the grass, playing with your kids or whatever, and still have a heart of gold, as some people say. Or you could have these super expensive clothes, look like you belong on the cover of some magazine, but your heart is dirty. Now, that's not to say you can't be clean on both the inside and the outside at the same time. And it's not to say that you can be dirty on both the inside and the outside at the same time, because you can, right? What Jesus is getting at here is that it's more about the inside of you. It's more about your heart. It's more about how you treat people than it is about following certain laws. Now, that being said, that does not mean that the laws aren't important. We need laws. We need rules. We need structure and order. We need to know how to navigate this thing called life. And rules help us. They're a gift to us. But what Jesus is getting at here is that the rules are here so that we know how to treat each other. It's not about just dotting all your I's and crossing all your T's. It's about helping you know how to treat each other. Think about how people have treated you, or think about how you have treated others. Maybe what that treatment has shown was something very dirty. Or maybe what that treatment has shown is something very clean. You understand? You know what this means? You've seen this, right? You've seen how people interact with one another, and you know how our words and our actions affect others, both in positive ways, in very clean ways, and in very negative ways, in very dirty, awful, horrible ways. So in this scene, it starts off by saying, hey, why don't your disciples follow these ritual rules? Jesus then shifts it so that the emphasis is on how you treat one another, not just about following all the rules. So as we think about our own relationships, as we think about how we interact with others, let's consider what effect our words and our actions have on them. Do our words and our actions show cleanliness and show love? Or do our words and actions just add more dirt and filth to this world? There's your 5-minute Bible study for the day. Please remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Thanks.